This recording is going to show you how to take the Canvas template that we have for you and add it to a course or a practice shell. Click on Build Your Course Fast. I'm on the continuity planning page that's in the TLC website. Once you clicked on that, you're going to find that it takes you into a read-only Build Your Course Fast Canvas shell. You know you're not logged in because you see the little key and it's asking you to log in. But you don't really need to log in for this piece. This is simply an environment that says, here's some good instruction about instructional design, and here are the steps to take the template that we've given you. Included are resources for using Canvas, resources for using Zoom, recording videos, and making your content accessible. At the very top, you'll see a quick guide to online course design. When you click that, and then it opens up as a Word doc embedded, you'll see this document is meant as a guide to help you develop or redesign your course, regardless of your modality. And it goes into the process, principle, strategies. The purpose is we need a tool to guide faculty in the development and teaching of equitable and accessible courses which center student success no matter the modality. So using the template we provided is supported and held up by this online course design quick guide. Critical pedagogy, accessibility, and then here's our rationale. Articulates course outcomes, expected workload, and academic performance specific to the modality. Rationale: students have access to a course description when registering for a course, but descriptions don't always cover everything. So by providing this kind of information up front, students create a path to success. So, tips for getting started: 9 ways to make your course easier to navigate, course navigation guide, and Canvas modules. It's like chapters guide. Follow the accessibility guidelines to ensure that all content is readily available and appropriate. Include a course homepage with clear directions on how to get started in the course, your expectations, a welcome message from you, and a link to your accessible course syllabus. Send a welcome email no later than the first day of class. Includes the information, links related to the course, and encourages attendance within the first 48 hours of an online class. Follow up with students who do not attend. Include a Getting Started module, and you'll see that in the template. Include a video of yourself, providing a general course overview. So I'll let you read all the rest of this. There's alignment and strategy, student skills and resources. We have a student orientation Canvas course. When a student or a teacher logs in, it takes you immediately to what's called the dashboard. And on the dashboard, I have a self-enroll link to an intro for students and Canvas. So let's encourage all students to take that course. It's just a mini course, and I think you'll find it worthwhile. My instructor presence and community. Students rely on your subject matter expertise and experience, and they benefit from all that. In addition, they come with a variety of life experiences as an adult, and they benefit from drawing on that information. Instructor facilitated opportunities for students to engage with the instructor, their peers, course content, allows students to experience multiple learning perspectives, and builds a personalized learning foundation. So here's a nice interaction primer on interaction online, student to student, and creating a sense of instructor presence in the online classroom. Really important. Communication and feedback. Be very clear about your communication time frame. It reduces anxiety and allows the student to apply greater focus on their work. Follow accessibility guidelines to make sure all content is readily available and appropriate for students with mobility, sensory, and cognitive challenges. So please go through that whole thing. I know it says quick and doesn't feel quick, but print it out. You'll be surprised how much you might come back to it to kind of self-check your work. Now let's take a look at the Build Your Course Foundation in just 8 steps. So first thing you want to do, notice how the image isn't showing up here, is you're probably going to want to log in to your Canvas account. So I can do that, but we also want to download this .imscc template. I need to take the coming soon off there. So I'm going to click on Login. All right. Once you've logged in, you could go back to that course. Let's say go Build Your Course Fast. Now I'm logged in, and I'm on the Build Your Course Fast. Okay. Let's go back to Build Your Course using a template. I'm going to download this template. Okay, there it is. Template for Canvas Courses South. Export 1. So I've done this a couple times. Now I'm going to just put it on my desktop. And now it says create a practice class shell in your account. Go to your dashboard, click the Start a New Course button, give it a course name. It could be the class or the name of the course you're working on. No one's going to see it but you. All right, let's do that. So I'm going to go to the dashboard. Over on the far right, click Start a New Course. And it might not be on the far right if your screen resolution is smaller. It might drop below the fold, and you might need to scroll down to get to that. It all depends upon how large your monitor screen is. All right, so I'm going to say practice class. And I'm just going to say template right now. And I'll create that course. All right, now I have a shell that I'm in called practice class. Now we want to bring in that file that we saved. So go all the way down to the left and choose settings so that we can import an export package. Over on the far right, choose import course content. From the top in the middle, choose content type of Canvas course export package. Choose File, find the file, say All Content, and there are no dates in here, but if there were, I would probably remove the dates, just because every quarter is different, but there are none on the template. All right, so I have said to go ahead and import that. Once it's done importing, we're going to go back to a couple more things so that we can update your navigation and get started. So here it is running. And complete with no errors. Sometimes you'll get an error from maybe a course that you have been working on, and it could be something as simple as a broken link. That's what they mean by error. Or a page that it used to point to that no longer points to. So we're good. Now let's choose settings again. And I'm going to remove some of the stuff in the navigation. There's a lot of things in here you can play with. So first of all, a course card image can go here. Go to feature options, and you'll see there are a lot of things that I've turned on at the administrative level, but I haven't forced upon you. I'm letting you decide what you want. So enable dashboard images is one of those that's on. We go back to course details. You can choose an image. You can either have one that you already have made, or I'm going to choose Unsplash, and I'm going to say template. So I just want a template. I'll just do that. And there's my image that's going to sit on my course card. So that's a nice thing to have, an image that represents your curriculum. All right? As we go further down, notice this is a manually created Canvas course shell. This is like a master shell. Nobody needs to be in here but you. Don't need to set any dates. Let's come down to visibility. Don't really need to do anything with that. At the very bottom, there's more options. Let's take a look at that. Okay, right in here, we can decide how many announcements we want to have show at the top. I'm going to say 1. Let students attach discussions? Sure. I don't want them to create discussions, but I do want them to be able to edit their own posts. I'm going to choose Update Course Detail, and then we'll take a look at that navigation. Also at the top is Sections, Navigation, Apps, and we just looked at the options briefly. Under Navigation, you're going to click and drag things that you don't want in your navigation. Now you may want all these things. I'm just trying to make a point. And what this says is now my students will only see these. I'll still see everything, but my students will only see these. Let's hit Save. Let's go to the home page and take a look. Because it's a template, it's already been populated with an announcement so that you can get an idea of what the announcement would look like. So you're going to want to go into that announcement and you're going to want to delete that. Going back to the home page. Module 0. That's like week 0. You open up your class and then you send a blast email communication to your students telling them, come on in, the door is open. And I would encourage them, strongly encourage them, to self-enroll during that week 0 in the Intro to Canvas for Students course we have on the main page when people log in on the dashboard. So you need to open up each of these and edit it. Your welcome message goes here. Enroll and take this introduction to Canvas for students. So that's the course I was just telling you about. So it's already built in here. So there's the Intro to Canvas for students. That's really sweet. Syllabus. So about this course, so where you might want to learn more about your syllabus. Tips. So you're building these pages, let's go back, for your students. You're just editing what we've got here and populating it with your information. Your instructor information, you're getting help, course communication, class etiquette, all of these things. I want you to go through every single one of them, edit them. If you're confused by any, meet us. Let's see, let's go back here. Go online to get our help, either through the chat or through southseattle.info and make an appointment or drop in. We have live online TL support in lots, 40 hours a week, 9 to 5. So there you go. Once, let's say we were finished with this, and I'm not going to go through all of it, we're going to save, and then we're going to export this. So I'm on the settings page, and over on the far right, I'm going to choose Export Course Content. Because it's perfect. That's what I want to put in my live class now. All right? You can see it moves pretty fast. That means it's a nice lightweight. Okay? Then I get this little new export. I'm going to bring that down to my computer. And what's good about it is if you're like, where was that shell that I made? If you keep a collection of all your shells, your .imscc Canvas export files, you're going to find that it helps you with going back and taking a look at things. You just have to remember to name them correctly so that they mean something to you, the files. What's the course? What's the quarter? What's the item number? That's really helpful to have in your file name. Okay, so my practice class I just exported. We're pretending that I had it all fixed. Now I'm going to go to my real class. So when I go to my real class, I'm going to go to Dashboard. I'll go down to the course cards and find my real class. So I'm going to pretend I'm going to put it in here. I'm not going to do it because this is a real class. Choose Settings on the left, and then on the right, Import, Course Type, Canvas Course Export Package. Choose the file. There's my updated version. Like I mentioned, you want to give it a better name, like this is ready, or done, or finished. Okay, so there it knows about that. All content. Adjust the dates. I didn't have any in here, but you can remove them. And then click Import. Once you've done that, you'll find, just like when you put it in your practice class, it works beautifully. Last thing you need to do is publish your course. So you're going to go up to your home, and you'll click that Publish. Once you have your course published, and I hope you can get it done so that the students can look at it before the quarter starts, but you don't have to, it's not required. But let's say you did. You had it, you published it, then you might as well let your students know by going to your inbox, and then in your inbox, sending out a blast that says, hey, come on in, the classroom's open. Okay, that's a lot. It's going to take you some time. We're here to help you. Continuity planning is on the TLC site. You have a question, you can get to that chat on the front of the Canvas login. Also, of course, at southseattle.info, where you can click on live chat or our support forum. Thanks for watching.